What's going on?
What's going on?
Well, your live variants.
Woo!
It's Logan Myers and Uncle
Henry Hill.
back
We're
here
back.
We're talking more Loki tonight, and we're having a great time with this season. Tonight we're talking about episode 4, the Nexus event, like that hair commercial with Nexus. Back when we had hair, and tonight it's going to get pretty wild. So let's get to it.
We're back and ready to get in some mischief like old Loki himself. Ooh, that hair is so sweet.
Flies off.
That's Uncle Tom Hiddleston's real hair, I swear. It's not a wig at all.
So at the end of episode 3, there's a big, huge catastrophic event, and Loki and his girl here get stuck, and it sets up the next episode where we're introduced and seeing what happened to Sylvie as a young girl, and having to do with the TVA, and then also her being born as a Loki, living on Asgard, and then going to the current time.
All the timelines in here, my mind's about ready to explode, dude. I'm going to have a Nexus event right here in front of everybody.
I have a notepad when I'm watching it. I'm trying to
hold on. I'm on my tempad. So yes, we're dealing in this episode with the fallout from the last episode, where basically the whole planet ran into the moon and everything exploded. They weren't able to escape, so they are stuck here. And how are they going to get back to confront those crazy people at the TVA? Judge Renslayer. They obviously know that she's behind a lot of what's going on there. We know that Mobius, he's part of the TVA, but just like everybody working at the TVA, they've all been played. They've all been had. All their brains have been scrambled to work for this, the shadowy organization. Nobody really knows how they got there. Their brains were wiped out. They had lives before. So Mobius has been a pawn all this time. And the relationship between him and Loki, and how Loki and Sylvie have, show him the truth behind everything and how everything's a lie there at the TVA, plays heavily into this episode and moving forward into these last batch of episodes, these last 3 episodes that we're covering here on Loki. So everything's coming down to how the TVA has been a lie, and how, Loki and Sylvie were able to pull back the veil on this. And they're now going to try to get back to the TVA to find out what's going on, who's pulling the strings, who are the timekeepers there. They're going to try to get in that room, and they're going to try to confront the timekeepers and, get back to their real realities. And in this episode too, we see a little romance blossoming here between old Sylvie and Uncle Loki.
Oh, that's hard to believe. I don't think that was predictable at all. The only other female he's really around, even though he's bisexual. Yeah. But you can see it forming, and you can see where it's going to go in the future episodes. But, they work. I think they have really good chemistry with one another. They kind of have that snarky, witty comebacks, and they work together. So I obviously could see that happening, like most people. And they're a great team together. And then you have Renslayer. She's like the ultimate bad woman in this, as we can all predict, is her in the background, and then her playing a bigger role in this episode, especially. You can see her true character, and she, you can't trust her. Even Mobius and B-15 were on to Renslayer, and now you have Loki and Sylvie as well. So she kind of shows her true colors and more of, what's going on with her character. And she's not a good person.
She's not a good person at all. She knows most of the secrets that are going on, and she's been hiding it from these people. And that sort of comes out at the end of this episode with a huge reveal at the end. We won't spoil it here, but eventually Loki and Sylvie are able to confront the timekeepers. They actually get in that room where the timekeepers are sitting up on their thrones. So it ends on a huge, huge cliffhanger where you kind of find out about the TVA, what's going on at the TVA, who's pulling the strings, and some trickery going on, obviously. So, things aren't as they've been explained to us that we've been seeing in the weeks leading up to this episode. And then moving forward into the next episode, it's going to play heavily into the final 2. There's going to be a ton of stuff to wrap up here with the big reveal at the end of this episode with the timekeepers. So I had a blast with this episode. It was so cool. The end was jaw-dropping. I didn't see that coming at all with what it turned out to be, how everything led to that, how Loki and Sylvie were able to work together to get back to the TVA. with Agent Mobius here, just seeing his reaction to, finding out what's been going on. With the whole Judge Renslayer thing, I knew she was going to come up and eventually be a villain. Obviously, she was in the shadows here, and she makes her true colors known in this episode specifically and moving forward. So, yeah, this episode was a blast. Just these last couple episodes have been amazing, and this one has been the strongest episode so far for me of the season. I'm easily going to give this episode the Nexus event, episode 4. There's only 2 left after this. So this one was a big one, and it delivered and sets the stage for the final 2 episodes. So I am giving this episode of Loki a very strong 4 out of 5. Tom Hiddleston, beautifully coiffed, long, black, luscious wig hair pieces.
Say that 5 times, I dare you. Yeah, this one has had the highest stakes in terms of this whole entire season. Episode 4 was probably my favorite thus far. Very surprising, some huge kills in this episode without spoiling too much. I couldn't believe that. I was surprised by that. And even the ending leading, what exactly happens, where that leads in the final 2 episodes, especially the timekeepers and what happens to old Loki and some Loki variants in the post-credit scene. It was really fantastic. But without giving too much away, I really love this episode. Like I said, the stakes really high, really great character development, seeing the true colors of some really bad people and also some huge major kills and what will happen in the finale of Loki. So with that being said, episode 4 Nexus event, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 Richard Grant hair pieces.
Got to stick around post credits too, people. There's a big scene at the end that sets the stage for the final 2 episodes and some a big introduction to some characters. So stay tuned after credits, folks.
Yeah, so we want to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of episode 4 Nexus event? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe.
So that was a lot of mischief, Uncle Logan. I can't wait to come back and review the next episode. It's going to be a big one. We've already seen it. We watched it today, both of us. And it was another very terrific episode you guys are going to enjoy. So, come back with us. We will be back to review that very soon. And then next week's the big finale, Uncle Logan.
God, we've got so much Loki to talk about with so little time. What shall we do? I guess we'll come back here and talk about with you guys.
Sounds great. So until next time, this has been another review of Loki, the Disney Plus Marvel series. We've been having a great time. We look forward to talking about these last couple of episodes with you. We're out of here for now. So until some mischief is ready to be had again, I'm Henry Hill, and that's my good mate over there, Uncle Logan, signing out from the TVA. Cheers!